Hey YouTubers, rivaLxfactor, and this is the naked G3A3, and you're watching me as I learn to shoot this gun. I literally just unlocked it with Boogie Down 6 of the Minions, the community team that I helped build and mentor into a 5v5 infantry-only championship. So this is me picking up the gun. I've got no options for this thing, and I'm playing some TDM, and I want to talk about some of the general stats and my raw thought processes with this gun. To this point, right now, I have 175 kills with this gun, and I'm averaging over 3 kills a minute, which is very good. Some of my best assault kits are 3, 3.25. Now, I did play a fair share of TDM 2 rounds, and I did play a Metro Defense. So let's talk about the good things about this gun. It hits for 34 up close to 10 meters. So it's a 3-bullet kill if they're all chest shots. That's nice. But here's the downside. It's only 550 rounds a minute. So there's a huge penalty if you miss. On top of that, there's only 21 bullets in the mag. There's a nice jumping headshot. Luck more than skill. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than to be skilled. And I'm half health, and I still put 2 into them from that range. So this thing, if you can control the recoil, which is pulling straight down, and I'm learning what pattern I need to burst fire, and you'll see me adjust to this live. Hip fire is kind of sloppy. I will get a laser sight, I believe, or a laser attachment later on this round. And it's worth to note that this round consisted of pretty even teams because the game was based on 15 or 20 tickets. The other thing to note is you see me leading kind of weird there. This gun only shoots at 500 for the muzzle velocity, 500 speed. That's not too fast. And here you see me tap firing, burst firing to try to figure out the ranges. And I'm literally learning this weapon as you watch me, becoming comfortable with it. And you're going to notice some places that I like to play to kind of, you know, take advantage of TDM. So I notice I'm being pushed from this angle. So I'm going to pillar the shit out of this crate, because every time you put your fat belly up to it, it takes you from out of bounds. If you get used to being out of bounds, it's pretty easy to aim through the grayness. And there's a nice shot right there. I'm sure he was being shot at. And the thing to learn is the burst fire. It's a very, very long reset, and you hear the da-da-dot, 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 shooting 2 to 3 round bursts at that range, which seems to be working out for me. The other thing is the lead time. Again, I can't stress that enough. Longer lead than AEKs than most of the assault rifles. And I think Dr. Giner is mad because he's trying to chase me down now. And this is why it's nice to play off a cover. When you get sniped at, or if you get a pop shot, you can kind of pillar that and shade yourself depending where. So here I get a little creative. I'm pretty sure that shot came from back there. Bloated it up. That's all you got to do. So with that dude being bloated it up by the nades, I believe nades are probably the 3rd most important perk in TDM or Conquest Domination. Cover is the most important. And ammo, if you stay alive. If you can make a good life of it, those are the 3 that you should cover. Ones of consideration are definitely flak, because there's a lot of RPG pros, NoobTube pros, and Claymore pros out there. So that helps with you know, surviving some of the blast attacks. You know, it's perks are a personal choice. You know, but suppression in this game is so strong. I don't see how you can run without cover on infantry-centric maps. There I am dropping the hammer, and you can tell how inaccurate this gun is from this range while suppressed or dropping the whole hammer. So I'm learning right now, don't mag dump this thing for an extended period of time, no matter how close. My Magnum's doing a little bit of work, bailing me out. I have a love-hate relationship with her, and right now I love her. She's good to me. So score's going up, KD is going up, not bad start. And time to push out because I don't have ammo and I really need to just die, which I believe happens here really quick. So you're noticing last week I did a video on the outside dock lane and how important it is to push that. And today you're seeing me kind of play outside of that dock lane. In the TDM video where I did my thought process before for nose hair canals, or canals as people call it properly, I focused on this dock lane where I'm at right now, and this back range was what I was pushing for. But there's 3 or 4 spots I love to play outside that dock that dock lane, and today we'll showcase a little bit of that. And here I'm shading back to a health pack, using prone, and I always talk about having an out when using cover. Know what your move is. Is it strafe left? Is it strafe right? Is it prone? Right there was prone for me. Because this sniper, he can one-shot me. I can't one-shot him, so his time to kill is a hell of a lot quicker than mine, especially at that range. The only bad news is he's using a big boy scope, which gives scope glare. I think rivaLxfactor did a nice guide on the sniper rifles, and I've taken advantage of his advice on that, where I've used the 3.4. It's some of the smaller scopes that have left scope sway, and more importantly, no scope glare. Do you really need an 8 or 12 times scope on this map? Is it really going to help you? So there's the quickest TDK possible with this gun, right up close. AEK, FAMAS, MTAR, F2000, M16, M416 would have toasted that. Not by a lot, but by a little. But again, exemplify that with a miss. If I would have had a miss due to bullet deviation, suppression, if he wasn't 3 feet in front of my face, I'd have been in trouble. And I get one shot in him. 34 damage, chest shot. And don't forget, legs do less damage in this game. Arms do less damage in this game. Head's the biggest, chest is the second biggest. Everything else has a damage reduction. So if you shoot your guy point blank, you say, oh my god, my gun didn't do 34 damage, it did 32, or 33, or 31. That's because you hit him in the leg, you hit him in the arm, and there's a damage penalty for that. So, if you have a shot on the arm, and they're peeking, giving you the arm, take the arm. But if you think they're going to peek out, you're going to be able to get that nice little dome piece, wait for that shot. So basically what I'm saying is, take what they're going to give you. Just like in any sport. In basketball, if they're going to play a zone, put your good shooters in. Play off of that. Put your good point guard in. Make him dribble, penetrate, and kick out. Play off of what they give you. No perfect 180 right there. Huh. Must be all out of them in my magical little bag. So 30 of 5. Not a bad start. And this is a close game. This is a barn burner, I would call it. 15 ticket gap. And that guy must have been left over from before. And that's the only trouble with sitting up here and camping, is eventually, depending on player penetrations, the spawns flip. I'm in trouble. I just got saved. So keep that in mind. If you're camping up there, make sure you got tugs down, make sure you got a mav down, especially as a sniper, because that spawn flips. Again, it's dependent on player penetration. So as you see me unlocking foregrip, you do not need foregrip with this gun. It has no horizontal recoil to speak of compared to some of the other guns that I use. And look at this guy. Where'd he come from? Frickin' Bush Wookiees. I think he had a shotgun too. Shotgun Bush Wookie. So it has no horizontal recoil. I like the AEK, like the F2000, and I don't use a foregrip on AEK. And my whole stump speech there is up close to foregrip kind of helps you a little bit, but after medium range, it creates bullet deviation, which makes you less accurate, which is bad, right? You want accuracy. If you have good aim or you have bad aim, you want your bullets to go where you're pointing and clicking the mouse or the controller, or the Xbox controller, whatever you guys use at home. Bullet deviation is bad, and that's my whole thing. So my kits are based around situations. Not so much this one right now, because this is definitely a open, this is definitely a close quarters map. It is definitely not an open space where I really think this G3A3 can shine. So if I really wanted to crank up the kills, if I really wanted to showcase how awesome this weapon could be, I'd go play Karkin. I'd go play Caspian. I'd go play any of the Armored Kill TDM infantry maps. Because this gun will outshoot a lot of stuff. Not so much the SCAR-L, but it'll outshoot the close quarter counterparts, the AEKs, the M16s, the M416s, much more accurate and does a hell of a lot more damage at range. And that's where this gun really shines. Not so much in the face, but further distances. I want to push back here because I always want to push into their spawn. Look at the Magnum fail! Don't even know what killed me. So Magnum fail. You can see the crosshair was on him. Suppression, hip fire, bad combination. So let's take this guy to the meat grinder with no laser sight, which I'm still working on unlocking. And let's see what we can do. And obviously this thing is a beast if you get the first shot. If you get the first shot, it's game over because you've already got at least 34 damage into him point blank. If it's a headshot, it's 68. That's insane. So if you get that chest double head, You know, that 3-bullet combo, it's lights out. But again, it's highly reliable on how good your twitch aim is, how accurate your twitch aim is. And even though I had my crosshair on him right there, AEK I would have survived, M16 I probably would have survived, MTAR I probably would have survived because of the RPMs, the rounds per minute. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and obviously you see me sexying up this little beast just a little bit here, and I don't have everything unlocked yet, so back I go into the meat grinder. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this naked G3A3. I do like the red dot for this, by the way, and here's my thought process on Cobra versus red dot. If there's a little bit of horizontal wiggle, I like Cobra because it doesn't mess with my line of sight. If it has no horizontal recoil, such as this weapon, the ACWR, MP7, which I never go ADS on, but I throw the red dot on there anyway, I use the red dot. Take care, YouTube, and thanks for watching. And oh, by the way, we lost this round by 15 to 20 tickets. QQ tears from X Factor. Wow.